Nice. My class or his class? Yeah, I'm gonna be up here in his class. You guys ready?
Wait, and today, don't you have officers?
You wanna go after Thursday?
I got you too.
Okay, I can come grab you down there and get my class stuff. You wanna do that?
Oh yeah.
I can just meet you down there, and then we can shoot back up here.
Wait, did my grade go down?
I think so, but I'll check and I'll let you know. All right, guys, we have 2 minutes. All right, guys, 30 seconds. I'm gonna come around and collect this, so we have time for a review session today. Nice review today. Got a little packet for you guys to work on for our test tomorrow.
Right.
Hand that. What made me pick it? I'm interested. I want to know about you guys. What you guys want to do? What you guys want to do when you pretty much want to do? Nice. Nice shot. Got like half the game. Tristan, you got it. Nice. Paragraph, man. Paragraph. Alright guys, I'm going to come around and collect it so we can get started. Hand me what you got. Starting over here. Going to go over something really, really quick, and then we are going to do some review.
I'm talking to you.
You
Oh,
Huh? That's what we're doing today. Alright, do you need any more to write? Alright guys, pass these up. Thank you. Thank you. Right there. Thanks. Y'all done, Jameer? Man. Who else has their paragraph for me? Yana. Very interested to read all about y'all. Come here. If you want more to write, I can, you just got here? I just got here. Alright, we're gonna learn some new material. I'll let you finish up. Gotta make sure I get it. Sir.
Mr. David.
Alright, I need everybody focused up front so we can get started today.
Can I get some tissue?
Alright, friend, I need silence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. I got Christian and Demir silent right now. I got Kiva waiting for me to start. We got a lot to cover today. We have test review. It'll be very, very helpful for us. Alright, so I'm going to go over something new for like 5 or 10 minutes maybe, and then I have a nice review packet that I'm going to hand out. we're going to get to go over review questions that are exactly like our test questions. Last night, I looked at our final exam.
How many questions?
She going chat.
Same exact thing as before, same exact number of questions.
Wait, what is the midterm?
No. Do you guys remember the test that we took at the beginning of the summer, the first day? Diagnostic. That is the test that we are going to be taking. Why is everybody Why is everybody getting up?
Your face not worth it.
Google is lurking. I'm in the cut. You mean? I'm in the cut.
I need everybody sitting down right now and listening.
I'm
So
in
we
the
can get
cut.
to our test review.
Just know I'm around.
I won't get started on this test review until I have 100% silence. This is for your test tomorrow. Christian is still silently waiting to get going. Lonnie's silent. Brianna is silent. We need silence so that we can get started. So, there is going to be a question on our final exam. When is our final exam? Someone raise their hand and tell me. Raymond.
Tomorrow.
Thursday? We have a final exam tomorrow. For those of summer school's over on Friday. Today is Wednesday.
You watched it. Like you read it.
Guys, our test is tomorrow. I don't know exactly
I need
our
some more
schedule for
tissue.
Friday yet,
I take care of my hair.
but I can't start this test review until I have everybody focused.
Like that.
I cannot start this test review until everybody is focused up
But you
here
will say it to
so
their
we
face.
can get going. So, one of the questions on our test is going to be about linear inequalities. We haven't learned about linear inequalities yet, but we have learned about regular inequalities, correct? Inequalities involve what? Someone raise your hand and tell me what an inequality has in it.
Very.
Or you can guess, Alicia. Yes, less than or equal to, less than sign, greater than equal to, greater than sign, right? So there's going to be a question on our test. There's going to be a question on our test that has a linear equation, but it's going to be on a graph. So if we have a linear equation that's on a graph, let's say our line goes like this, it's going to be graphed exactly like a regular equation, but you're going to see a bunch of shading on the paper. This whole entire area might be all shaded out like that. That whole entire area is going to be shaded out. This is an exact question that's going to be on our test, and it's going to ask you if a certain point falls within the range of this inequality. So, if there's ever shading that's above a line, this shading is above that line, right? So that means that it's going to be a greater than or equal to, or a greater than inequality. If there's ever shading down below here, it's going to be less than or less than or equal to, which makes sense, right? So, greater than up here, less than down here. So, if this question were to ask us, does the point, let's say, negative 5, comma 6, does the point negative 5, comma 6 fall into the range of that linear inequality? All I would do is go to the point negative 5, comma 6, which would be up here, and I notice that it's inside that shaded area, right? If it's inside that shaded area, then it satisfies this equation. If they ask for the point 1, comma 2, and said, does that point fit within our linear inequality? I would go to 1, which would be maybe right here. 2 is up here, and my point would be here. I noticed it is not within the shaded region, right? Does that make sense?
Wait. You
So
said.
you're going to see it. What's up, David?
You said if it's above the line, then what?
Yeah, so if there's shading that's above our line, this shading is all above the line, that means that the inequality is going to be a greater than or a greater than or equal to. If it's above the line, just think above the line, greater than. If the shading is below the line, it's going to be less than. But what you need to know for the test is they're going to ask you for a point. So if they ask you for a coordinate like this, they're going to ask you, does this coordinate fit for that equation on the graph? And the way you find out is you simply go to that point and see if it's in the We went to this point right here, and it is in the shaded area, right? So that one does work. We went to this point right here, but it's outside of the shaded area, so it does not work. So the question will say, does the point -5, 6 satisfy this linear inequality? So you go to the point, you see if it falls in the shaded area. It does. Your answer is yes. If it doesn't, your answer is no. Are there any questions on that? I wanted to go over that because there is a question on the test. It's just like that. It's going to ask for different points, and the graph's going to look a little bit different. But there's going to be a line, there's going to be shading, and then they're going to ask for a point. And you have to say, does that point fall in the shaded area? Yes or no? Yep, we can do another one. So if I had a graph right here, and I had a line that cuts through right here, and my shading is all on this side of the graph, all over here. And the question's going to say, does the point -3, -4 fit that linear inequality? Does the point -3, -4 work? I suggest that you guys write this down in your notebooks, maybe draw a little picture, just so that you can keep track. And again, we're being silent while this is going on so we can get this information before we have our test review, okay? So right now, this point, -3, -4. Someone raise their hand and direct me how I would draw that point on this graph. Yeah, Mark. So over this way, 3, -3, and then where?
Down.
-3, -4?
Go down.
Up 4, why up 4, Mark? Up 4. Down, right? -1, -2, -3, -4. So that's -3, -4, right? So does that point right there satisfy our linear inequality?
No.
No, right? Because it's not in that area. But if they gave me, let's say, 3, 4, so if these were both positive, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would, right? So you're going to see that at the way end of our test tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very similar question. You find the point and ask yourself, does that fit in the shaded area? Don't just guess, because you can follow these instructions very carefully, and you'll get your answer. It's right there. So, I wanted to get that part taken care of, because I know that there will be a question on that. Check out my paper pass router. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. I'm passing out a test review that we're going to go over. We have a bunch of questions that I took exactly from the test, but I made them a little bit different as far as the numbers go. But these are all questions that you will see on our test tomorrow. We're going to go over them for the remainder of the class. We have about 25 minutes. I'm going to pick some of the more difficult problems, have you work on them silently at your desks. Once we're done, maybe about a minute or so, we will go over them as a class on the board. So Shangel, let's get those passed out. Does anybody like me to keep this up for 2 more seconds? You all done writing it? Good to go? All right, let's get this review going. As we go over this review, those who finish their problems first and have their hands up will be rewarded with extra credit for volunteering. All right? Got that, Leonard?
You see, what you doing all that
I don't know
for?
what you said about extra credit. I heard from you.
Extra credit for what, though? You got to know what you're getting extra for.
I think we'll get finishing the work first.
Finishing the problem and volunteering. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at these problems.
I didn't say you
Hi,
was.
Sean, is ready to get going?
Shut up.
We each other in the blue 40
Dang, how you know all that? Who you mean?
All right.
He invited you to what? You not coming to
So we're gonna get started
How
on
you
this
invite
test
people to
review.
my pooper? What, my
We're gonna get started on this test review.
But you said he forbid.
He is. What that mean? So you gonna come to my pool?
It's your pool. You paid for it.
All right.
That's my hood, so that's my pool. What did you talking about? You tripping?
You pay the government rent.
Alright, you come down there and watch what happens.
What's gonna happen?
We gonna see, Lynette.
Alright, we're gonna get started on our test review.
We having a pool party.
I need complete silence and focus. 5, 4,
It's coming up.
3,
You want to
2,
come? That face gonna be
1.
weird.
I need silence.
It's like,
See, Christian's waiting to get started.
it be different days, because last year they had it in June. Because I remember it was like 4 days after Tracy died. I did not go there.
Leonard is
I'm
silent.
not gonna be reposting that.
Raymond is silent.
Jameer gonna
We
be
need to get this review started, guys. It's very, very important.
there. Alicia. Jameer gonna be there.
We are going to start with number 4. I'm going to give you 1 minute to silently look at number 4 and work on number 4, and then I'm going to go over it on the
I
board.
thought I had to do
Again, this is an exact test question that you will see. Number 4. We need to work on number 4. It is in the bold. Take a look at number 4. We have 1 minute.
We doing number 4 first?
See, Tyshawn is already almost done with the first page. We're starting with number 4. Then we are going to go over it on the board. Number 4. Write it down. Write your answers down so you can look it over tonight. I see Mark's getting going. I see Aziza's working silently. You need to be silent right now. Number 4, we have 20 seconds. We need to be silent right now so that we can go over them.
Do we gotta do it?
Yeah, we're going to go over them on the board. Yep, we're going to go over number 5 right now. Alright. Number 4. I think that's a good idea, but I need all silence right now. Face up here. Number 4. Guys, again, these are exact test questions that I took from the test last night. Alright? Who can raise their hand and identify the error in number 4? Tajane. These are volunteers, and silence will get you extra credit points for participation today. I'll add that onto your grades. Tajane. You didn't do parentheses first, right? They did 10 minus 5 first, right? Yeah, so we need to do distribution first, right? Yep. So remember, guys, it's very important to read the directions because we're taking our test tomorrow. But if you spend time trying to fix the error, that's going to waste time, right? Because what do the directions say?
Why you just get shaped up?
It's like it's your final exam. It counts for more than anything in the whole course.
Why just get big and they
The directions say where is the error, correct? The directions say what is the error, right? So we identify the error.
Right